On the rugged coast of Fukui Prefecture, where the Sea of Japan crashes endlessly against ancient rock, stand the cliffs of Tojinbo, one of Japan's most breathtaking and most haunting natural landmarks. Tojinbo is a stretch of sea cliffs approximately 1 kilometer long, rising up to 25 meters above the churning waves below, formed from columnar basalt, hexagonal rock pillars created by volcanic cooling some 12 million years ago. The cliffs are designated a national site of scenic beauty and a special natural monument. The basalt columns of Tojinbo are among only 3 such formations in the world, alongside sites in Korea and Norway. Their geometric precision, pillars stacked like a vast stone organ, gives the cliffs an almost architectural quality, as if nature itself had been an engineer. The name Tojinbo comes from a dark legend. According to local tradition, a Buddhist monk named Tojinbo, despised for his cruelty and wicked deeds, was thrown from these very cliffs by the people he had wronged. His spirit, it is said, still rages in the sea below, stirring storms every year on the anniversary of his death. For visitors, Tojinbo offers a spectacular coastal experience. Tourist boats cruise along the base of the cliffs, offering views of the dramatic rock faces from the sea. Coastal walking paths wind along the cliff top, and a vibrant row of seafood restaurants and souvenir shops lines the approach. The Sea of Japan here is famous for its fresh catch, snow crab, sea urchin, and grilled squid draw food lovers from across the country. On a clear day, the deep blue water, the white sea spray, and the sharp geometry of the cliffs make Tojinbo one of the most photogenic places in all of Japan. But Tojinbo carries a shadow. For decades, it has been one of Japan's most notorious suicide locations, a place where people in the deepest despair have come to end their lives, drawn by the cliff's height and the finality of the sea below. The reasons are complex. Tojinbo's remoteness, its dramatic landscape, and its association with death through the legend of the monk Tojinbo have long made it a site where the boundary between life and the end feels unnervingly thin. At its worst periods, authorities were recovering dozens of bodies from the water each year. The story might have remained only one of tragedy, were it not for one man. In 2004, a retired police officer named Yukio Shige began patrolling the cliff tops of Tojinbo, alone at first, armed with nothing more than time, tea, and a willingness to listen. Shige founded the NPO Kokoro no Denwa, Voice of the Heart, and recruited volunteers to help. His method was simple and profound. Approach people sitting alone at the cliff edge, sit beside them, offer a cup of tea, and begin a conversation. No lectures, no judgment, just presence. Over the years, Shige and his volunteers have talked more than 600 people back from the edge. For many of those rescued, the problem was not incurable. It was debt, job loss, family breakdown, loneliness, practical crises that, with help, could be addressed. Many went on to rebuild their lives. Shige's work brought national attention to the intersection of economic hardship and suicide risk. He observed that suicides at Tojinbo spiked during times of recession, and argued passionately for expanded social safety nets, not just crisis lines, but real material support for people in financial despair. Today, signs bearing crisis hotline numbers are posted throughout the clifftop area. Emergency phones have been installed. Local authorities and volunteer groups conduct regular patrols. The number of suicides has declined significantly, testament to what human connection, offered consistently, can achieve. Tojinbo remains one of Japan's most visited tourist destinations, drawing over 1 million visitors each year to witness its natural grandeur. For most, it is a place of wonder, of wind and salt air and the primordial drama of rock meeting sea. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out. In Japan, the Inouchi no Denwa crisis line, 0120-783-556, is available 24 hours a day, free of charge. You do not have to face darkness alone. Tojinbo endures, ancient, elemental, and complex. It is a place shaped by volcanic fire and carved by the sea, beautiful beyond words, and marked indelibly by human sorrow and human compassion alike.